Incoming!
Hello and welcome back everyone, hope you're all doing good. So today we're going to be taking a look at Arnie's footage from a couple days before they actually did the operation in Zaporizhzhia. This footage obviously is them training. In the top left corner of your screen you can see if it's training or combat. And we're going to be discussing not so much the tactics and all that, but just showing how combat is different from training. So we're going to get into the dismount now.
Fast, go, moving!
So you can see how in combat they don't know where the target is, so they have to wait a bit. And the main reason they didn't know where to dismount was because the actual mission was changed just a couple hours before this exact moment.
This one, let's go!
I don't know if you guys caught that, but the fog of war, not knowing where you're supposed to be dropped off, is real. And that happened to them. There was a good 30-second lull where they didn't know what's going on. We're stopping here. Okay.
Take position to the road, to take control of the road.
Point which direction? This direction or red? Exo!
In training, they could just get straight into the assault, but in combat, they have to wait for orders.
We're supposed to push this direction, take positions to cover the road down there.
All right, hey,
we're right here. Yeah.
We're gonna clear this area and cover this sector.
So that way?
That way, yes.
Dima said this direction and then take positions to cover the road.
Okay. Hey.
So you can see how confused they were at the start in the actual mission, because that was not their original mission, first of all. They actually had no idea where they were and what was happening, because they were tasked to go and do something different. But you can see how during training, they were able to get straight into it, straight into getting on file, getting online, pushing up, LOA, all that. But in reality, they had to go and make sure, what direction am I even supposed to go?
Sasquatch. Let's go. Stay online.
You can hear Arnie say, get online, which is the right response. You want to get online when you're going towards a direction where you know enemies are. But the brush is so dense that they have to actually walk in front of each other just to get through. As well as something that's very overlooked by many people, which is that there are mines everywhere in this Pasaka on the front line. So you need to walk right in front of the person or right behind somebody so you don't accidentally trip a wire.
Got it. Hey, spacing, guys. Contact mode!
And again, this video is not meant to go and discuss tactics, but I have to compliment their communication. You can see immediately everybody's yelling direction, distance, description.
Stay in there, bro. The tube is mine.
You can also see during this training, as well as combat, how languages differ, and the fact that they're working with Ukrainians, it becomes really difficult to call out a description. What are we fighting?
Stay on him.
As a side note, I want to mention that Arnie is the RPG gunner, so he's sticking with the squad leader, making sure that if any armor rolls up, he's going to be utilized as quickly as possible.
Keep pushing, hey, stay on line with him.
The brush in Ukraine is just so thick, and especially when you look at the combat footage, it's even more thick. It's incredibly hard to go and move around in.
One friendly wounded.
Now we're going to take a look at how they deal with casualties.
contact!
Get down! Get down!
Medic! Medic! Hey, I'm on your left. I'm on your left.
So right there, you can see the difference between taking casualties in training versus combat. During combat, one of the most common ways to get injured is artillery, as we have learned from Arnie being injured multiple times from this sort of thing, as well as many of the other guys in this video. And one thing you don't get during training is going prone, because there's no artillery coming.
Friendly coming up!
Come up!
And next up, we're going to see how they evacuate the casualties and how similar it is in training and also combat.
Get the branch. Move, move, move. Come on. I have to hold the branch. Sorry, bro.
You're good.
I love you, Chapo. Stay in there, bro.
I think what we learned just there was how medical evac was on point. In combat, you can see how the training paid off.
Excellent. What do you want to do with the reserve guys here?
I'm gonna push them online. Hey, you all right with your brony up there? Arnie, stay behind them.
Yeah.
Push up to the line.
Yeah, right here. Get behind me. Get behind me.
Go over there. Go over there. Go to Chibroni. Go over there. Go over there.
The language problems do get easier, and especially during training, it's good to go and work through those problems.
Go. Hey. Giggles, I'm on you.
Move, 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 move.
You can see them walking in line right now, but in this next combat video, you'll see how they adapted to the artillery.
All right. Moving. Yeah, yeah. It's just. Teach, friendly coming up. Yeah.
Getting a file behind your brony. Come on.
Coming.
To make even a 5-meter movement takes at least 10 seconds, and even more so in actual combat.
Couple French.
Oh. Wounded. Are you okay? I'm good. Let's go. Let's go.
This is crazy to see because just a couple days later, both of them would be wounded in that operation. As they reach the LOA, or line of advance, you'll see them start pointing out sectors as well as ACE reports, which means how much ammo do you have, do we have any casualties, and did we lose any equipment?
So many people here.
Hey, we're on your right side.
Hey, we got the vehicles up. About 50 meters to our left.
Okay.
Stop pushing left. Shifting left. Hey, ammo is yellow. Ammo is yellow. Ammo is yellow on one saw. That's perfect, Sassy. Look face forward.
Fast. Swap out with stumps.
You want it here?
Yeah. Replace stumps because you're yellow and ammo, right?
Yeah, but Sassy's covering our center.
You want me to pull back or you want to regroup with Giggles? Regroup with Giggles.
All right, regrouping. Sasquatch. Okay, move to my position. Covering. Move. Moving. Back in. Bang, 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 bang. Wait, wait. Red ammo, wait. Stop moving. Hey, my team, get on the left side. Axel's team, stay on the right side.
Got it.
Okay, hear that?
Hey, for my guys, we're going to get on line right here.
Sasquatch.
Check stumps. Hey,
Jack, stumps. Push
go
the
to the left side.
Push it left. To the left side. Moving. Stay where you are, Sassy. You're good. All right, there you go. Right there, right there.
Two shots right there. Got it. Couple. Right there. French, got it. Okay.
We gotta reserve guy here too.
It's really cool that we have this footage to go and look at and compared to the combat videos because it's cool to see how much this training actually paid off. So obviously being bunched up is not the best. You can hear Arnie on multiple occasions say, hey, let's spread out a bit, but it's also very helpful when it comes to communication or like this video when he's injured, having to have a medic work on him and security and all that. Not to mention this is a pasaka or tree line. It is not a forest. You can't go too far left or right.
No, for real. Oh, Evo.
Alright, boys. Bunker complex clear.
Bunker complex clear.
Hey, let's reform up and keep pushing.
All right, got you. We got you on the right side over here.
Roger. Alright. Giggles, get your team up there.
Hey, Giggles, you got two shots.
Sasquatch, once they pass you, shift 5 to the right. When they push to the right, we're good. Roger. Sasquatch, once they pass, do you hear me, Sasquatch? Once they push past, we're gonna go in our formation again.
The training isn't only just for tactics and everything, it's also for knowing who your team is, who your commander is, where they're generally gonna be, and what your job is gonna be. So you'll see this in the next combat clip.
Stay behind a little bit, stay behind. You want me to follow you behind or?
Right here in between me and Seth.
Alright, gotcha.
Yeah, I got a hole right here. Seth, right to your right. Can you see?
Yeah, I see it. Somebody check it.
Well, how deep does it go?
Contact front.
Contact front!
How far up? Wait here.
Two enemy, 50 meters.
2 enemy 50 meters. Roger, Sasquatch, get up. Keep pushing. Okay, come back, come back. File.
A wedge or a staggered column is just not possible here, so you can see as one element covers, the other moves in a file, which is a good way of handling it.
Yeah.
I got my team right here. Reserves coming up.
All right, we're gonna move. All right. Hey, how many bunkers up there? Okay, we got 8 bunkers up there. Hey, we got 8 bunkers up there. We need reserves.
8 bunkers.
8 bunkers.
8 reserves.
Roger, reserve!
Reserves!
Incoming!
Okay, let's go.
I'm sharing that clip of the combat video because I wanted to go and show how you can't reenact artillery in training, but they take it very seriously, they disperse when they need to, and they go prone when they need to. So for the sake of the training, I think it actually went really well. It seems like all the communication, staying with your team, who's going to be medevacing, it all went according to plan, which is what we want to see.
Hey, tell me when you got a foothold.
Moving. Let's go.
If you were never in the military, it might sound strange to say bang bang and boom, but that's something all militaries utilize because you can't do live fire all the time. You can't have blanks. That stuff's expensive. So you say bang bang and you say boom.
All right, hey, my team on the right. Let's go.
Push to the right.
Right. Security on the flank. Hey, reserve, come on. Hey, come on. Jess, move up. Right here.
Yes.
Coming. Hey, we got post.
Their mission as assaulters, assaulting trenches, assaulting bunkers, is to stay on line, fire, throw a frag grenade, and exploit. And you can see them do this perfectly. And that aggression, that speed, and that movement is going to keep them alive from getting hit by artillery that's slowly creeping itself forward on them.
Pushing.
So you can see they're walking in a line, but they're opting for the communication, small unit cohesion, rather than completely being dispersed and not knowing where your friend is 1 meter away because it's so dense.
LOA reached.
And with that, the training is ended, and they learned a ton about how they're going to work in this environment, what they're going to wear, and how it's all going to go down. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to let me know, because I have a couple more training videos I'd like to share. As well as make sure to go and take a look at Arnie's PayPal in the description. I would love to get him some support, as he is, again, going to the front line, doing crazy operations as usual. So thank you to everybody for all your support, especially the members, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.